Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We got a big college football slate today, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. Check out my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Yeah, some good matchups today. I wouldn't say it's the best college football slate as we're getting later in the year. First matchup, we got the Miami Hurricanes versus the Virginia Tech Hokies. Miami opening up as a 19.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 49.5. Miami coming into this matchup 8-2. Virginia Tech 3-7. Miami 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 6-4 covering the spread. They're coming off a dominating NC State win 41-7. Virginia Tech, yeah, bad season for them. 2-game losing streak coming off a 20-point FSU loss. This is a big game for Miami. They need to keep winning, keep their playoff hopes alive. They got to keep winning, and they got to have some good wins. They can't really struggle against any of these teams. They've been very good against Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech just 2-9 covering the spread. They've gotten blown out by a lot of teams. I mean, against the good teams, Georgia Tech got beat by 15. Louisville got beat by 12. Vandy got beat by 24. So, I mean, against teams that are good and decent, they've been getting crushed. Don't have much confidence in Virginia Tech here. I just think Miami comes and smokes them. I'll take Miami minus 19.5 on money line on the road. Next matchup, we got Missouri versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma opening up as a 4.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 42.5. Missouri coming into this matchup 7-3. Oklahoma 8-2. Head-to-head, Oklahoma 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Missouri, they're coming off a big Mississippi State win. Oklahoma coming off a huge Bama win. Big Bama win, big Tennessee win. I mean, they're getting hot at the right time. Missouri, they are, just 2-8 against Oklahoma. They are 6-3 covering against Oklahoma, but Oklahoma 6-3 covering the spread. 6-1 at home. The overs hit in 5 of their last 6 against Missouri. I don't know. I just think it's going to be tough for Missouri here. Going to be tough on the road. They've been playing good football, but Oklahoma, the defense, they're on the last 2 games are monster wins for them. Yeah, I just like Oklahoma State more here, and give me Oklahoma State minus 4.5 on money line at home. I'm sorry, Oklahoma, not Oklahoma State. Next matchup, we got Rutgers versus Ohio State. Ohio State opening up as a 31.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 54.5. Rutgers coming into this matchup 5-5. Ohio State 10-0. Head-to-head, Ohio State 10-0 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Rutgers, they're coming off a Maryland win. Against good teams, they've got crushed. Oregon lost 56-10. Washington 38-19. Iowa lost by 10. Even Illinois beat them pretty bad. Ohio State, they just keep dominating. I will say, I mean, come on. Who has Ohio State? It's just like, come on, every week. Who are they even playing? They're playing nobodies every single week. We're gonna see how good they are in the in the playoffs. I know they're good, but like they've played nobody. Like, yeah, they played Texas in week 1 and beat them. Turned out Texas not that great of a team. Penn State not that great of a team. Like they've played nobody really with like a winning record, barely. So like, yeah, I mean they're gonna come and dominate these games. Don't have any confidence in any of these little teams right now. Ohio State's been crushing. And I guess they're just not going to play anybody good till the playoffs. So, give me Ohio State minus 31.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got Samford versus Texas A&M. A&M opening up as a 54.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 59.5. Samford, I can't find the stats on Samford. I don't really understand. They're not a good team. A&M, I mean, it's incredible what A&M's doing. 10-0. I mean, they're unbelievable right now. That game last week, that probably the greatest comeback I've ever witnessed live. If you were watching that A&M game, I mean, there was no better comeback I've ever seen. It was insane. beating South Carolina 31-30, shutting them out in the second half, keeping their undefeated season alive. 6-0 at home. They're just unbelievable. The overs hit in 5 of their last 5. Yeah, after a tough game last week, they're going to come and smoke this team. Give me A&M minus 54.5 at home. Next matchup, we got Charlotte versus Georgia. Georgia opening up as a 44.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 52.5. Charlotte coming into this matchup 1-9. Georgia 9-1. Head-to-head, these teams have not played each other. This is a very bad Charlotte team. 1-9 in their last 10. Just been getting smoked pretty much every game. Georgia, 6-game winning streak coming off a dominating Texas win, 35-10. Yeah, Georgia, finally getting a team they could relax against because, they've had a very tough SEC schedule. Playing great, 19-1 at home. 5-1 covering the spread here. They should come out and dominate this Charlotte team. Give me Georgia minus 44.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got Washington State versus James Madison. James Madison opening up as a 14.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 42.5. Washington State coming into this matchup 5-5. James Madison 9-1. Head-to-head, these teams have never played each other. Washington State coming off a La Tech win 28-3. James Madison, they've won 8 in a row coming off a huge App State win 58-10. They're playing great football on the national scale, trying to get into a playoffs, win their conference. Yeah, Washington State 1-6 on the road. This is a big game for James Madison. 5-0 at home. Huge winning streak. Gonna buy a point. Give me James Madison minus 13.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we've got Eastern Illinois versus Alabama. Alabama opening up as a 50.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 57.5. Bama coming into this matchup 8-2. I don't even have the record for Eastern Illinois, which is usually these sites I use. They can't even comprehend these like lower level D1 college football teams. Bama, they're really looking to bounce back and just dominate. Tough Oklahoma loss, losing by 2 at home. Don't expect anything from this EIU team. Bama 17-1 at home, 6-2-1 covering the spread. These are crazy spreads, but I expect it to be like it's gonna be. These spreads are tough. It's like they barely will cover. East Illinois will maybe score like 3 points or maybe get a touchdown late. You just never know, but we'll still take Bama minus 50.5 at home. Next matchup, we got Arkansas versus Texas. Texas opening up as an 8.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 58.5. Arkansas coming into this matchup 2-8. Texas 7-3. Head-to-head, Arkansas 4-3 in the last 7 head-to-head meetings. 6-1 covering the spread. Arkansas, they've dropped 8 in a row. Just a bad season for Arkansas. Coming off a 1-point LSU loss. The last 2 games have been decided by 3 points or less. Texas, they're coming off a horrible game against Georgia. They got crushed 35-10. They're looking to bounce back. Much more on the line for Texas. I don't know if they're fully out of the playoff picture. Maybe they are. I don't know. But they still need to keep winning. Arkansas 0-9 against the SEC. They're just not a good team here. I expect Texas to dominate at home. Gonna buy a depending on what line you can get, I'm going to buy a point and keep it at around a touchdown for Texas just because you can't trust them. Give me Texas minus 7 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got Kentucky versus Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt opening up as a 9.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 54.5. Kentucky coming into this matchup 5-5. Vanderbilt 8-2. Head-to-head, Kentucky 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Kentucky on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Tennessee Tech win. Vanderbilt, they're coming off a big Auburn win. Kentucky, 1-5 on the road, 1-4 covering against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt 9-2 covering the spread, 6-0 at home, where they've been excellent this year. I really like Vandy. They've been such a fun team to bet on this season. Give me Vanderbilt minus 9.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got Syracuse versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame opening up as a 37.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 49.5. Syracuse coming into this matchup 3-7. Notre Dame 8-2. Head-to-head Notre Dame 6-2 in the last 8 head-to-head meetings. Syracuse, they're on a 6-game losing streak. They've been getting crushed. They just got crushed by Miami, crushed by UNC, crushed by Georgia Tech. I mean, it's crazy. This 6-game losing streak, they have gotten destroyed in every game, all double-digit losses too. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, haven't been this big of underdogs. They were 28.5-point underdogs against Miami, which they did get the half-point cover if you were able to get that line. Notre Dame, they're coming off a 37-15 win against Pitt. Dominated Navy. I mean, they've had some monster games this season. Syracuse, 0-5 against Notre Dame here. This is a big spread. Notre Dame 5-0 at home, 9-1 against the ACC. I feel like we got to take these big spreads. It's hard to trust these teams that barely get double digits. Syracuse barely scores. It's hard to trust them. Give me Notre Dame minus 37.5 at home. Next matchup, we got USC versus Oregon. Oregon opening up as an 11.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 60.5. USC coming into this matchup 8-2. Oregon 9-1. Head-to-head, Oregon 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 6-4 covering the spread. USC, they're on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a big Iowa win. Oregon coming off a big Minnesota win. This is a big game here. Oregon 4-game winning streak. Both teams playing great. USC, I feel like they've been a surprise this season. They've been a lot better than probably people thought. 1-5 against Oregon. 1-4 on the road against Oregon. They've struggled head-to-head there. Oregon 19-1 at home. Been a good Oregon team. They were 10-point dogs against Notre Dame. 10.5-point dogs. Got the cover against Notre Dame, losing by 10. So yeah, this is the highest they've been as an underdog here. I think they're a really good dog. I think this will be a very good game. Two good teams. Getting a lot of points on the road, kind of disrespecting USC a little bit. I think Oregon's going to be in for a game just because they haven't really dealt with an offense like USC here really in a while. Haven't played a good offense really since Indiana, who beat Oregon. So yeah, give me USC plus 11.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got Tulane versus Temple. Tulane opening up as an 8.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 54.5. Tulane coming into this matchup 8-2. Temple 5-5. Head-to-head, Temple 4-2 in the last 6 head-to-head meetings. They've been good against Tulane, but this is probably the first time, maybe one of the first times Tulane's actually had a really good year on the national scale. They're coming off a big FAU win. Temple, they've dropped 2 in a row, coming off a 1-point Army loss. This game has a lot more meaning for Tulane, who's really good. They're actually playing for something. 17-3 on the road. Yeah, I just trust Tulane here. Gonna buy a point. Give me Tulane minus 7 on money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got Kansas State versus Utah. Utah opening up as an 18.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 53.5. Kansas State coming into this matchup 5-5. Utah 8-2. Head-to-head, these teams have not played each other before. Kansas State coming off a Oklahoma State win. Against the good teams, they've gotten crushed. Texas Tech beat them by 23. No, I guess that's really the only great team they've played this season was Texas Tech. Utah, they're coming off dominating Baylor. Yeah, Baylor beat Kansas State, and Utah beat Baylor by 30 points last game. Yeah, this is a very good Utah team. 5-1 covering the spread during the stretch. 4-1 as a favorite. Getting a lot of points today, but man, I just don't know if I trust Kansas State. Utah looking like a pretty solid, complete team. Give me Utah minus 18.5 on money line at home. Next matchup, we got Michigan versus Maryland. Michigan opening up as a 14.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 45.5. Michigan coming into this matchup 8-2. Maryland 4-6. Head-to-head, Michigan 8-1 in the last 9 head-to-head meetings. 6-3 covering the spread. Michigan on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a 2-point Northwestern win. Maryland, they've dropped 6 in a row coming off an Illinois loss. Yeah, Michigan really looking to get something going. They've haven't been the best covering the spread. They're 1-5 covering the spread. They are 8-0 against Maryland. 6-2 covering against Maryland, though. They've covered against Maryland very well. But yeah, they've kind of just they let Northwestern hang around, Purdue hang around, Michigan State hang around. But Maryland, the offense has been pretty bad. Their last 4 games, they have not scored more than 20 points. Can Michigan get the cover? That's going to be the question. I think today we're going to be surprised with a lot of teams that cover as favorites. I feel like this Michigan gets back on track and just smokes Maryland. Going to buy a point. Give me Michigan minus 13.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got TCU versus Houston. Houston opening up as a 2.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 55.5. TCU coming into this matchup 6-4. Houston 8-2. Head-to-head, TCU 6-1 in the last 7 head-to-head meetings. TCU, they've dropped 2 in a row coming off a BYU loss and an Iowa State loss here. Schedule doesn't get easier for TCU. Houston coming off a 3-point UCF win. I believe they're coming off a bye week as well. I mean, they're having a great season so far. TCU, 4-11 covering on the road right now. 2-5 covering against the Big 12. Houston, the unders hit in 4 of their last 5 against TCU. Game that has much more meaning, I think, for Houston here. Looking to keep things rolling. I like Houston minus 2.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got Pittsburgh versus Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech opening up as a 2.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 59.5. Pitt coming into this matchup 7-3. Georgia Tech 9-1. Head-to-head, Pitt 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 6-4 covering the spread. They're coming off a horrible Notre Dame loss, 37-15. Georgia Tech coming off a 2-point Boston College win. What a season Georgia Tech's having. Pitt's having, they're having a good year too. Just a horrible loss last week. Both teams playing for the ACC. I mean, this is a huge game here. None of these teams can lose. Pitt, they've been good against Georgia Tech. 4-1 against Georgia Tech. This is the best Georgia Tech's been in a long time, I think. Georgia Tech 10-0 at home. The unders hit in 4 of their last 6 against Pitt. I just trust Georgia Tech more. They've been such a moneymaker this season. After watching Pitt against Notre Dame, I think this Pittsburgh team stinks. From what I've seen, I know they played a good Notre Dame team, but yeah, Pitt, they just don't look good to me. Their quarterback looks horrible. Haynes Kings look great for Georgia Tech. I'll take Georgia Tech minus 2.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got Tennessee versus Florida. Tennessee opening up as a 4.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 57.5. Tennessee coming into this matchup 7-3. Florida 3-7. Head-to-head, Florida 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Tennessee coming off a big New Mexico State win. Florida on a 3-game losing streak, coming off an Ole Miss loss. Tennessee, they've struggled against Florida. They are 3-17 against Florida, 0-10 on the road against Florida. That's pretty crazy. They have not been able to beat Florida, especially with how good Tennessee is. Pretty much every year they have a solid team. Florida, I mean, their season's cooked. Coming off some tough losses here. Tennessee looking to finish the season strong. Crazy. They have not been able to win in Florida. I think that's why the spread might be as low as it is. I think that changes here because this is a good Tennessee team. Give me Tennessee minus 4.5 and money line on the road. In the last matchup, we got BYU versus Cincinnati. BYU opening up as a 2.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 56.5. BYU coming into this matchup 9-1. Cincinnati 7-3. Head-to-head, BYU 3-0 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. 3-0 covering the spread. BYU coming off a big TCU win. Cincinnati, they've dropped 2 in a row, coming off a bad Arizona loss and a Utah loss. Tough stretch for Cincinnati. They had all the momentum and all the hype. Dropped 2 in a row here. BYU, pushing them out of the top 25, really kind of ruining their hopes. BYU, they've been so dominant this season. Really fun to bet on. I've loved betting on BYU. They've been just a staple every week. I like BYU to still finish strong here. Give me BYU minus 2.5 and money line on the road today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.